Across these final nights of the year, we return to the places that made us. This is a story about what clings, what hardens when it should soften, about what happens when love decays. This is the first installment of our New Year's Eve story, Peel.
Charlotte was always smug about this kind of shit. You gotta let go, she says. It's almost the new year and you and Anne were going south for a long time. Mind your own fucking business, Charlotte. You're just jealous because she liked me and you've become a crunchy little bitch who no one wants to... Breathe, you tell yourself. You're not actually going to say that, so why even think it? Thank you, you say. And thank you for listening to me through all this trouble. Charlotte tells you that you deserve something better. That you have to say hell no to something that was just okay to make space for the hell yes. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Charlotte. Bye-bye. You had planned to bring her home for the holidays. She met your mom 3 years ago and they seemed to really hit it off. She wrote your mom this corny letter telling her what a great person you were, how Ma should be proud of having raised you. You knew you either needed to end it in mid-October, before holiday plans were set, or wait to break up till after New Year's. It's too brutal to go through this shitty season alone. And y'all almost made it. Barely a week left in the year, but the Molotov cocktail or whatever the hell you called whatever you and Anne were doing finally hit its target. But you didn't have the energy to tell them. So, surprise! You're coming alone. You get to their house after midnight, after hours of creeping your rented Turo through those exiting the city on the 23rd. Once I'm home, I'll breathe, you think. I'll be able to be the puddle of goo. Someone will take care of me for once. There are 2 slices of pie out when you get home. Mom is long asleep, but Mom, being the sweetheart she is, thought that you two might need something sweet after fighting through thickets of snow. Dad stayed up long enough to make sure you got through the pass and then hit the sack. As you eat the slice, pecan and chocolate with oat milk whipped cream, you thought, yes, exactly what I need. You leave the other slice out, covered with saran wrap, waiting. In the morning, you ambled out of bed in a borrowed robe smelling lightly of mildew. Where's Anne? Mom says, back turned. You only ate 1 slice of pie. You respond with a question. What if we had shared? You never share pie, Mom says. Jesus, okay. We broke up, you say. Mom unhunches herself from the table, peeling herself away from the crossword and looks at you. And you think to yourself, oh my God. And your face says the same thing. What? Mom says. What, dear? Mom's face. It seems, are you doing a mask? I don't know what you're talking about. Like a face thing. Just because you're mad at Anne doesn't mean you have to disparage your mother. It's like she's wearing a thick plaster of her skin on top of her skin. You can easily see the seam bulging from the sides of her cheek and around her hairline. A botched facelift? But as Mom becomes more and more cross with you and her interrogation about Anne becomes more pronounced and inflected with her belief that the breakup is your fault, the skin on the top surface seems to get thicker. By the end of the conversation, it's a good half-inch thick. Later, on the walk with Dad and the dog, you try to bring it up. But you showed up high for Passover 4 years ago, and when he clearly has no idea what you're talking about, you back off for obvious reasons. Chester, your dog, loves her all the same. She still tries to lick Mom's face despite the growing. By the end of Christmas, the top layer starts to have cracks, like it's been left out in the sun for too long. On the 26th, you notice it on your dad.
That was the first half of Peel. Tomorrow night, the final night of the year, we'll find out what lies underneath. Rest well, and we'll see you tomorrow.